Hello. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Are We Clear? Yeah, I know. We're kind of early here. We're on a break. Um, wait, did I? Hold on. Yeah, I'm officially on break. Anyway, so we're on break, and I figured I'd use my quick 15-minute break to bring you guys the 24.2 update information because that did come out about an hour and a half ago. So I'm late. I apologize. But I am working. So yeah. All right. Well, here's the deal. You could see this is what was brought up as far as yesterday's video goes, which I put on YouTube. This will also be on YouTube for those that aren't able to view this right now. But these are the buffs and the nerfs, buffs and nerfs. Uh, yeah. So we have patch 29.4.2 up. Let's go ahead and go right on into it. Now, I already jumped to Battlegrounds, so if you want the information about the changes coming to standard, there wasn't that many, but the link will be in the description on the YouTube video, so make sure you go to my YouTube channel and look at that. So without further ado, let's go. So one thing I will let you know is you could already see it right here. Raylac Metalhead was not mentioned as a change, but I started looking at this and I was like, aha, that's exactly what I thought. So Jackal, if you're Jackal Kobold, if you are watching this, we were right about the changes, some of these changes. But let's get on into it. So as we discussed in the YouTube video yesterday, Kindly Grandmother Slyraptor and Gentle Jin are out. It's Mana Saber was the name of the one beast that I couldn't figure out, which is it's this guy right here, right here. And Rat Pack and Little Rag with updates, which we'll get into that in just a minute, are back in the minion pool. So now let's go ahead and go into our buffs and our nerfs. Raylac. This is a last minute change. Um, they reverted the change. It used to be trigger battle cry of adjacent minions. Adjacent minions. They reverted that change, but said it just says minion instead of minions. It's still adjacent minions if it's golden. So it no longer matters if you put this to the left or to the right. If as long as it's on one side, it's going to trigger. They should do that with all of them. Just saying. So they semi-reverted that. That is still minion instead of minions, but you no longer have to have it to the left. So, Pokey Thormantle, I wasn't expecting this. I thought they would just be like they were changing it. Like I don't know what they were changing it to, but they changed it from at the end of turn to at the start of turn. It is for going from a 4/5 to a 6/7, but at the start of your turn, your blood gems give an extra 1/1, so it will no longer be able to be affected by Drakari Enchanter. Sorry, guys. As the Queen of Quibblers, I did not really rely on that card to buff up my blood gems, but it was nice. Next, Party Elemental. And there's a little bit of a reversion on this one as well. It is going from a 4/2 to a 3/2, and instead of giving 1/1, it's going back to a 2/1. I do believe at one point it was a 2/2, but again, it looks like they're just reverting some of the changes that they're doing. They're not doing full reversions as of yet. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I had to take a drink. Clear that throat. I apologize. Dead Stomper. Again, these are buffs. It's going from a 2/6 to a 4/11. No changes. Whirling Lasso Mechanic. That was a nerf. It's going from a 9/5 to a 7/4. No changes. Scrapper. Hey, I want to show you guys this. Okay, so I was looking at this yesterday. So originally it said at the end of every 2 turns, get a random magnetic mech, right? And then they changed, and that was 26. So okay, At the end of your turn, get a random magnetic mech. To at the end of every 2 turns, get a random mech. To let's see here. Go back. Pull this up. Come on. But anyway, it went to, I believe Death Rattle give a magnetic minion to or something. Hold it's on my internet. Yeah. It's taking a moment to pull this up. It's probably going to exit out. But anyway, I do believe it was then changed to Death Rattle, get 2 magnetic minions to the Battle Cry Death Rattle. I can't remember if it was whatever, but yeah, they're just changing it. It is now 6/5. Death Rattle, get a random magnetic mech. I don't see this as a nerf. I actually see it as a buff. It's a lot better. Um, but yeah, see, there we go. Play Hearthstone. Yeah. Oh, are you gonna do it now? Here we go. Let's do mech. Clear the filters. All right, modes. Any mode. Mech. What the shit? Minions. Okay, this was working yesterday. Cards. Battlegrounds. There we go. Max. Just go to it. This should be updated. Yeah, so okay. I might actually have a picture of it. But yeah, so as I look for stuff, I do not because I mostly I just saw the cards that I have. It's all Quillboar shit. Oh god. Anyway, so I don't think that's too much of a nerf on it. So yeah. Deep Blue. Nothing's changing on that except for attack and health. Instead of being a 4/4, it's now going to be a 2/2. I was sitting there thinking maybe they were going to do something different. I don't know. Spellbound Seafarer. I don't even when I play Pirates, I don't tend to get this card. Um, it's going from a 4/6 after you buy 4 cards, you get a random tavern spell to a 3/5 after you buy 3 cards. I still probably won't use it. Gunpowder Carrier. This is a buff right here, and very much so a buff, except for the attack. It's like a buff and a nerf at the same time. It's going from 2/6 to a 1/6, and instead of spending 5 gold, you spend 4 gold. So that's not too bad. Sister Death Whisper is also going to be a kind of a nerf and a buff. Actually, it's a nerf. Wait a minute. Why is that in the buff? This is a nerf. It's a nerf and a buff because it's going up in attack but down in health. Nothing else is changing. Tiger Lasher. Again, I don't know why we have this in a buff. It is a kind of a nerf. It's going from a 8/3 to a 5/3. Oh my god. Whenever another friendly beast takes damage, gain 1/1 permanently. So that's. Yes, patch notes are cool. We're going over it. I don't know how long you've been in here. But yeah. So Lasher is going to be brutal when it comes to beast because it's now giving 1/1 instead of. It gains 1/1 instead of the plus health. Uh, so that might throw the iridescent Skyblazer out the window, but Again, a little bit of a nerf on the health. It's going from a 3-8 to a 3-7, but the buff comes in that it's now giving another friendly beast 1-2 permanently. Beasts are probably going to start taking over the lobbies, just to let you guys know. Just, hold on. Why is my shit all weird? Okay, anyway. Yeah, so we're probably going to start seeing a little bit more beast decks coming in on that. Next one is the Murky. This one, if we go back here, is a buff. I also consider a nerf because, yeah. Actually, no, it is. Oh, no. Okay. So instead of giving a friendly Murloc 10/10, it's going to give a friendly Murloc 4/4 for each Murloc you control. That's like pirates. Hold, but this is dangerous because oh my god, this is dangerous. That is dangerous. Hungry Abomination is going from a 6/7 to a 4/5, and instead of gaining 1/1 permanently, it's going 1/2. So that's the buff right there. Molten Rock, okay, it's going back to a 3/3. Again, I don't know why they made it a 3/2 and not taunt, but whatever. Flourishing Frostling is the nerf. This is a nerf. Where was this on the list? Right there. It's a nerf and a buff. All right. The nerf is the fact that it's going from a tier 4 to a tier 5. The buff is that it's a 2/1 and it has 2/1 for each elemental you played in the game. I mean, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Little Rag. Welcome back, my friend. Little Rag is a 5/6. Was a 5/6 at tier 5. It's now tier 4/4/4. After you play an elemental, give a friendly minion stats equal to the elemental's tier. That kind of hasn't changed. So the only thing that's changed is they moved it back down to a tier 4. It used to be a tier 4 back in the day. Then they moved it to a tier 5. Or it was a tier 5, went to tier 6, back to a tier 5. But that's actually crucial for elementals. So probably start seeing some high elemental boards here on that. So that's going to be interesting. Roaring Railer. Here's where the dragons are going to get punched in the gut because now it gives 2/1 instead of 2/2 whenever a friendly dragon attacks. But it's got a little bit of a buff because it's going from a 3/4 to a 3/5. Amber Guardian has been moved from a tier 3 to a tier 5. Oh my god, that's a huge jump. But I can see why. It's now going to give 7/7 and Divine Shield. Honestly, let's be honest, Dragon players, you won't need that by the time you hit tier 5, especially if you're playing duos. Uh, that's kind of crazy that they did that. That's two whole tier. I would imagine tier 4. It used to be a tier 4. That's crazy. Time Cap and Hooktail, that's the name of this one. I've been using this more recently. It's going from a 2/5 to a 1/4, so that's the nerf. It's going down. That's fine. Impulsive Trickster, it's going back to a 3/3. No changes really from prior to the last patch. Oozing Gladiator is going from a 1/2 to a 2/2. Why? No one, everybody just throws that. Look, if y'all keep this card in your hand, let me know. But outside of that, this card is trash. You get it just for the taunts, and then you throw it away. Just saying. Just saying. Wraith Weaver is going from a 1/3 to a 1/4. That's it. Backstage security. Okay, so keep in mind, this is a buff and a nerf per this. I've yet to see this. Backstage security. Old. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to your hero. New. Battle cry. Deal 1 damage to your hero. Demon players that play damage, self-damaging, you just got fucked. Just saying. Fire Dancer. It just went from a 5-6 or 5-2 to 6-3. Okay. Defiant Shipwright. Yes, finally! Oh, I was so mad because every time it would gain the health, it wasn't gaining or attack. It wasn't gaining the health permanently, and I'm like, come on! It now, whenever this gains attack, gain 1 health permanently. So that means it will keep enchantments during combat. Thank you. No change on the Fiery Fellblood. It just went from a 3-2 to a 2-1, so making it easier to die and pump up your board. All right. Underhanded Dealer, going from a 4-4 to a 6-6. Okay. Bream Counter. Oh, this is a huge buff and kind of a nerf. So it's going from a 5-5 to a 4-4, and instead of gaining 3-2, it's gaining 3-3. So they reverted this change. Because that's what it was prior. I'm pretty sure it was 2-2, one of the two. King Bargle. They moved that down from a tier 5 to a tier 4. It is now a 5-3, and your Murlocs get 2-2 instead of 3-3. Okay. I mean, damn, this dude used to be a tier 6 card. He's dropped. He's dropped. Cloning Conch. This one, the fact that they're nerfing it, they're buffing it after nerfing it. So, keep in mind that Cloning Conch prior to 29.4.1 stated that you would get a copy of a random Murloc in your hand. Then they changed it to get a random Murloc and a copy of it. And so that's still the same. Get a random Murloc and a copy it, but instead of tier 5, it's tier 4. That's it. All right, Dreamer's Embrace went from a tier 4 to a tier 5. Okay, I can understand that. That's huge for the Battlecry dudes. Scavenge for Part went from 2 gold to 3 gold. Plunder Seeker. Steal a random card in the tavern. Repeat for each friendly pirate. Steal a random card from the tavern for each pirate you control. So they just changed the wording. That's all they did. Yeah. Alright, Duo's card change is the Orchestra again. Old was a 4-2, now it's a 4-4, and it gives 2-2 for each, and then you upgrade for each one. So they kind of reverted the change on this. Minari Messengers went from tier 4 to a tier 5 and is now a 9-6. Okay, that's it. That is. So they did reverse some of the changes that they've done. Outside of that, some of these, yeah, were probably needed. I have a feeling that we are going to see with the changes to Beasts. Did they go over? Yeah, they did go over everything. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot more Beast metas. Dragon metas are probably gonna hurt a little bit. I don't know. Pirates. I think Beast and Pirates got the best deal out of this, honestly. Just saying. Well, guys, that's all we came on to do was get this video about the patch updates. I got to get back to work. But we're definitely going to be doing it live tomorrow. Vacation starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. And I will probably be doing it live most of the week next week, too. What I'm going to be doing, I have no clue. We've got Diablo, we've got Hearthstone, we've got Overwatch. So, um, but yeah, so this will also be a video on YouTube if you did not catch it. And if you did catch it, thanks. And if you're on YouTube right now, go over to my Twitch channel. Follow me if you want to watch me play. All right, well, guys, that's it for me. Have a great day. Peace. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. And if you want more Hearthstone, you can click one of these two videos here, or there is a playlist down there.
Please don't forget to subscribe so you know when I upload a new video. Peace!